Oh shit, we did it. We're back.
We're back, episode 2.
Episode 2.
With a guest.
Hello.
Edwin Gonzalez.
What's up, y'all?
Howdy.
How you guys doing?
Do you want to be referred to as Warmbedrooms?
You know, I just got asked that question by Caleb, and I think, now I do. Before I didn't want to, but now I do.
Because that's kind of like your like producer / artist name, right?
Yeah.
So like when we put this on the title, it's going to say,
Yeah, just say Warmbedrooms. It's cool.
I'm
like trying to like get into like, I don't know, just going more with my name. Everyone like when people walk up to me, like they're like, "Oh, you're Warmbedrooms," instead of saying you're Edwin Gonzalez.
Do they really?
Yeah, a lot of times it's happened now.
Should I start calling you Warm?
You could call me whatever you want. Anyways, yeah, you could call me whatever you want.
Edwin, you really got to put your dick away.
Oh my god. It's out. Stop.
So tomorrow is also Maddie's birthday.
Oh, yeah, shit.
Got a lot of celebrating to do.
Yeah. It's less than 3 hours away at this point.
Great,
just to let you guys know when we're recording.
You got any plans?
Yeah, you're very aware of the plans we have.
Let's hear it.
So tomorrow, we're gonna wake up 5 a.m. No, we're gonna wake up. We're gonna do a little golfing because that's something that we got into over the pandemic.
Hell yeah!
Which I never ever in a million fucking years, and I've expressed this to you guys so much. I never in a million years would have ever thought I would be into golf, and here we are.
Yeah,
here we are.
Yeah, I feel that 100%.
Yeah, like if I don't golf like in a month's time, I get like, man, I really miss golf. I'm a fucking loser. I'm a poser.
It's all right.
So we're gonna do that. We're gonna get a little sushi in the afternoon. I might go like thrifting at some point.
That'd be nice.
Pick up some like a little treat for myself.
Treat yourself.
A little, maybe some nice trousers or who knows? Some nice shoes. Who's to say?
You hitting Crossroads or what's that really expensive one?
Oh, Wasteland? Nah, hell no, bro. No, I kind of want to go to Buffalo Exchange,
let's hit
Crossroads. Let's go.
I've never been to any of I've never been to either of those thrift stores.
On the street here.
I know. There's a lot of thrift stores around here, but are they really thrift stores or are they just like?
Some of them are.
They're like exchange stores. Like it's a little different.
There's also Goodwill on the street. I've got some really good stuff.
Yeah.
There. Yeah. The one here on Ventura.
Yeah, I just haven't been thrifting in quite some time, and usually you can pick up some really really cool stuff.
Yeah.
But we'll do that. We'll do a little maybe thrifting, go home, shower, all of us together.
Yeah.
And then we're going to do a little Korean barbecue.
Sounds like a good day. It sounds like a really packed day, actually.
I know. It's going to be, and then, I'm assuming we'll all just get, shithoused at some point. Yeah. I don't know what's going to happen.
Korean barbecue is the best place to start that.
Yeah. We're going to really just protein boost so that we can.
I figure we'll just find something from there, honestly. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. Keep it super chill. So yeah, 25. It's starting to look bleak. Yeah, it's really.
Welcome. Me and Wyatt love that.
Yeah. How old are you guys into the microphone?
Like 21.
Warm.
27 at the time of this recording.
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
Right.
What about you, Wyatt?
I said 27.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are both
the year I should die.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, maybe.
We have a lot of similarities, Wyatt and I.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah.
We're both warm.
I was gonna say you're both warm. We kind of talked about this on the last podcast, but you were not here, as you well know, and the audience well knows.
Yeah.
We just came back from this recording trip in Yosemite, and I was curious to get your take on how you think all that went, and like maybe one of your more memorable experiences.
You mean do you mean anything like specifically, or just like in general, or?
No, I'm just like, how did you feel it went?
It was good. I'm really excited. I mean, I already know it's a banger. So
I'm hyped, bro. We didn't really talk about the music that much, but
I mean, it's okay. Let folks figure it out when they figure it out. We don't gotta.
Yeah. Y'all don't
speak for itself.
All y'all need to know is that y'all are gonna know.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. I'm really excited. I think it was really different, this time. It's because now this is our second record together, so I think our first record, like, there was a lot of like things that we did really beautifully together, and I think like we've refined it since then. So for me, like, it was really nice to come in and just make something super dope with like all the experiences that like we have all gained since that time, like exactly. I feel like all of us have gotten so much better at everything that we do. So for me, like, I feel just so I don't know, really happy, you know. I think that like it was just like something that felt naturally really nice, and I feel like now that I've been working with more people through time, like I find myself enjoying so much more like what I do when it's just with people that I really care about and like things that I actually really enjoy. Not to say that, you know, I don't enjoy other things that I work on that aren't like I'm not super passionate about, but like
you're only happy when you record with us. And
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Everyone
That's
else,
the best memory for me. It's that I
just the
got
fact that
to
you actually
only
enjoyed
record you,
yeah,
Right.
just you.
well, it's a privilege. It really
Yeah,
is.
it is a
yeah.
privilege. Yeah, I'm blessed.
Everyone's lucky to work with us.
No, they are really.
Count your lucky
Yeah.
stars, bro.
But yeah,
No,
it was
no.
super cool. I guess like a really memorable moment was like when we took a second to hit the hot tub.
Yeah,
You know, it was like
naked, all of us.
it was the Sunday, so like the last day, full day we were there. I feel like it was just a really nice launch off for a really productive day and evening, and you know we got to relax and kind of, but you know we still kept it pumping. I think we put in like 3 15-hour days in a row.
Yeah.
Dude,
On top of that, like yeah, just
At least, yeah.
just like you
minimal
know,
sleep,
and
4
that
hours.
that
of
was
sleep.
like with like the extreme amount of preparation that we've done, you know, like that's what I was saying, like in comparison
Yeah.
to like our last record that or body of work that we worked on, you know, just this was just so much more
Streamlined.
but like it didn't feel like we were like forcing anything. It just felt really like we've already gotten to know each other as good friends, you know. We've done
Right.
South by together, we've done so many really cool things, and you know, to have it like being able to work together in that way was really nice.
I agree.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I don't agree. I didn't like it at all.
That's
I think it's always fun to stay somewhere like overnight like that where there's like multiple days.
Yeah.
It's always like a bonding experience.
Dude, yeah, it was really beautiful. I fucking, that's the way to do it. The pre-production, the amount of work that went in.
Don't fold the cable like that.
I'm sorry. It's just that it's folding down. All right.
the amount of pre-production.
The amount of, yeah, sorry. There it goes again. We'll just deal with it. The mic stand is dipping, but that's okay. The amount of, it was just such a crazy amount of fucking work that went into everything, and the month leading up to it was just like, we were all going to work, and then we're all coming. Oh, that's a good idea. We're all just coming from work and like putting in these super long hours, and I don't know, like personally, if I would have been able to do those super long days, if we weren't just consistently getting like a lot of things done.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like
We were pretty well practiced by the time we went up there too. Like
Yeah.
we were familiar with what was going on,
Whoa.
so that helped a lot.
Yeah, I think it was just a lot easier. And if we were bashing our heads against the wall, like I feel like on the last record we've talked about this individually quite a bit, but there was so much writing that was happening in the studio, and we would go in whenever we could find time to get into the studio that Edwin was working at the time. We just like didn't really have a full-fleshed idea of what we were going to go in there and record, and it came, like, I'm happy with the way it came out.
Yeah, me too.
And I'm really proud of that work, but I just feel like, and even as we're back and we're still like, we still have some stuff that we're recording on this record, but like we had like a rehearsal last night, for example. And I just think that having all this, like this super solid idea of the structure of the songs already is really lending itself to just like having these really like little tasty, like things that are happening, like with the lyrics, for example. And now like we have a chance to, like, we still have to do drums, but like we're figuring out that there's a little thing with the lyrics where we're like, you know, it'd be really fucking cool is like if the drums did this and played off of what the lyrics were doing. And like that's something that has never happened on a Swells record.
Yeah.
Like it's just, I was thinking a lot about that last night as we were together. It's just like, we've already cut some things, but like now that we're like getting together and we're starting to like play it with Harry and everything, I'm like, man, I like kind of might want to go back and like re-record that guitar part, because
I
like
know.
hearing how it's going with the drums is like, this would hit so much harder if I did this little thing, or like, you know.
Yeah, it's all I like. I mean, lately I've noticed that, and I know it's just not like conducive to the way we record. I was telling them last night, but like I really like the way things sound when we play it all together live, like at the same time. Like I
Right.
feel like that like comes out like really like in a cool way, because everyone's kind of feeding off of each other and kind of like picking up things here and there. And it's kind of like there's not a lot of pressure focused on one person. Everyone's kind of just like focused on playing all together and making it sound good, like you know, within everybody else. And it kind of like, I don't know, cool things come out here and there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
As to oppose just playing like by yourself. But you know, they both have their advantages.
I think that like that's just something that comes from your like y'all's band a lot specifically though. I think that like that's a really awesome place where y'all shine. I mean it's a huge reason why I wanted to work with y'all was like seeing y'all live and like seeing how like expressive and passionate you are. That like is where it definitely shines. But I also like see the other side of like how it's been really nice to kind of have everything already like written, but
Yeah.
like now it's like being embellished and
Yeah,
like
definitely.
refined and like whereas like last it was a lot more raw, which was still really really nice, you know, because y'all are very raw. But I'm very interested to see like the final product of everything now that we've like kind of gone over everything like in the way that we have, you know. It's
For
a
sure.
different process for sure. So
Yeah.
it's good. It's gonna be good.
I mean,
I'm
it
excited.
really is night and day. Like
Yeah.
this past recording versus what we did on Love Olympics it's a completely different process, and I'm sure it's going to continue to change throughout, you know, the lifespan of this project.
Yeah.
And we'll always do things a little bit differently, and always like, you know, try one person's way, or you know, do things a little bit differently. But it's I have to say I'm very much a fan of of how we recorded this time.
Same here. I love the Airbnb idea. That's my
the
favorite
move.
so far. Yeah.
Yeah,
the
so
move for
far
sure.
so good, so good. Yeah, it's fantastic.
So besides us, in all seriousness, like who else are you working with right now?
There's a few folks. I guess more recently I've really just been focusing a lot on y'all.
Right.
To be honest,
we've been pretty busy.
yeah. Like I think that like for the last like couple months I've been putting in like multiple days a week. Really.
Did you get the eggs, by the way?
Which eggs?
Yeah, that was your payment.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was good. I'm
Okay,
glad
good.
I got a
'Cause
dozen.
that's enough, right?
Yeah.
We talked about 18.
I'm already like
but-
more than halfway done with them, and it's only been like a couple days.
Okay, cool. So we're square
Yeah.
then.
Yeah, we're
Right.
good.
Okay,
I think
good.
we're good. I think we're. You can talk to my people. I think we're good.
Yeah.
Thanks, Warren.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's a lot of projects I'm working on. I can't necessarily say too much about, but like I'm really excited by Brew.
He's talking. He's
Brew
working,
Baby.
Well, we can't talk about this because
No.
we're working with Chris Brown, so we'll cut this. But
So,
Right. I don't want to get beat up.
but I've been working a lot with like Chris Renner's Brew Baby. I'm really excited by his
Yeah.
work. He's become a really close friend of mine, and like, you know, now like y'all have gotten to know him as well, and you know, he's really a sweet guy.
Yeah, Chris rocks.
And I'm really excited by like
Chris Rock.
how forward. Yeah, Chris Rock. That's the I'm working with.
Chris rocks.
I'm really excited by like what is coming from that project. You know,
That live
Jillian
shit was
too.
fucking sick, dude. Like
Yeah.
some of those songs, like he's really good at finding like really tasty synth patches
I
and
mean,
and very good like
He's got a
melodic
great
lines.
melody, honestly. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
He's like really like if there's one thing I've noticed about him is like his ear for melody and like how natural and easy it comes for him. Like, I mean, we got to work on that Hulu short film with Philip Humans directing.
Yeah.
And like co-composing that with him was probably one of the most like fun and exciting things I did last year.
That movie was really cool.
Yeah, I was
That show
really
cool.
really happy with how it all came out, and I'm excited, you know, to see what happens in the future with Chris, and like also like I'm really excited for Caleb's project that'll be coming out soon. I think we're gonna have a single.
Really?
Yeah, we're gonna put a single out pretty soon.
Wait,
Nice.
the one?
Yeah, the really really good one.
Yes,
Yeah,
dude.
so-
I've been waiting on
What's
this for
the
like
project
2
called?
years.
Is it called is it just his name? Or you can't say.
I know what it's called, but I don't know if he,
No, don't drop
I don't know
it,
if
don't
he's
drop
like
it. Okay,
dropped
okay.
it yet. You
Okay,
know?
okay,
But
yeah.
he does have a pretty tight name, and I think it fits perfectly with who and how he is. Like Caleb, you know,
I
also
can-
one of my.
Can we guess?
No, don't.
I'll,
No, can we-
You could try, and I'll just. We'll see. If you guys get like one guess each, how about that?
Yeah, that's
I'm not
fine.
gonna guess.
I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna guess it's like little man makes some music.
No, but he does go by Little Man on Twitter.
Yeah,
But no, it's not it.
You don't want to guess, Wyatt?
Nah, it's gonna be a surprise. I'll love it regardless. I'm sure.
It's gonna be really good. It's really when he called me on the phone about it, like I was like, oh yeah, dude,
It's a really good
that's
name.
the fucking that's it, you know? Because
Oh.
yeah, it makes so much sense. But yeah, I'm really
What's he releasing? Can we Is it just his name? Is
No,
that
he's
his artist
releasing
name?
like a single, from what I understand.
No. I mean, like,
No,
is
it's
his
from the
art?
project name that's to be announced.
Oh, the project name.
The project name is what I'm talking. Like his project, like
Oh, like Caleb. It's not just called like
I
Caleb
would
Buchanan.
go by Warmbedrooms. Like that's
It's called
what I mean.
Warmbedrooms.
He's not going by Caleb Buchanan. You know, he's gonna go by something else.
That's far too erotic.
Bedroom's warm.
He's
Yeah, it's
cold,
Cold.
outside.
cold den.
Yeah, Cold Kitchen.
Cold
kitchen. It's actually a pretty good like
Cold
hyperpop
kitchen.
name or something.
Yeah,
But
love
yeah,
hyperpop.
excited with that. I don't think what I could. Julian's project, I'm really excited for too.
I'm excited about the projects that are kind of like, I mean, I'm excited about the music, but kind of the stuff outside as well, like this podcast and hopefully more Twitch streams.
Yeah.
And more music videos. That's kind of the stuff I'm like where my head's at.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm really just thinking about, like, I feel like this year more than any other like year, I feel like we're just kind of like, there's this kind of unspoken agreement that we're all just going to be like hitting this as hard as possible.
Yeah.
Because I think, well, I mean, like a couple months ago, before we really started hitting like the record and like really started getting together and writing a lot more, like, I mean, I just been really stagnant personally. I've been focusing a lot on just like my day job and like making money and doing that. And like I had songs and had been writing and stuff like that. But Wyatt came over to my place and basically was just like, he texted me and was like, basically just saying like, we need to be like getting together as often as possible and like doing all these things. And like in my head I was like, dude, like I have like bills to pay, like what are you talking about, like, you know? And he was like, anyway, like I don't want to do this over text, like can I just come over to your place? And he
Got
basically
physical.
just came over and was like,
And you kissed?
and then we kissed a little bit, and but before that
He
was
meeting up all the time.
yeah, he's
Yeah,
like,
I
you
got it.
spend too much time with Hannah.
Yeah.
I need
miss you.
I need my Maddie Batty.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, it's okay. It's okay. But no, he just like came over and he kind of like sat me down and was like, dude, like you're not doing enough. Like we're not doing enough. You need to really just like, you don't get anywhere with this shit by just kind of like sitting around and waiting for it to happen. Like we're writing songs and like putting out stuff and like that's cool, but like we're just not doing nearly enough. And like if we want to do anything with this, we're gonna have to take some chances. And
That's really honest. I think that it takes a lot to
Yeah.
say that to somebody
no,
honestly.
No,
So
and I
that's really
respected
good.
it. And he was like
Yeah.
talking really fast. His voice got all dry, and I could tell it like took a lot.
I was, and I don't like, you know,
Confrontation.
confrontational conversations about serious things,
Yeah, I
but
feel
you know,
that.
No, that's true, and I
but it
know
was
that
something-
about you
yeah,
too.
but it was something we needed to like realize, and you know, and we
Yeah.
stepped it up since then, so
Yeah.
that's good.
I think it
And
takes a
now I
lot to
stick
be
in my
honest with
ass.
your friends, and that's how you really know like your friends.
Exactly,
really are your friends. Because
exactly.
if you have people in your life that are just like yes men, they either are afraid of you, which means that they're probably not really good friends with you, you know, or
Yeah.
or like they just don't care, you know.
And
But
yeah,
you
that's
guys
Exactly,
care,
and
you
that's
know?
why that's why I said that stuff is because like I care. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
It's like if I didn't care, I wouldn't say anything, and I'd just be like whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
But
absolutely. Yeah, I
Which
feel
he
it.
also said. He was like, what do you need?
let me get one of those Pacificos.
Oh, yeah, you got it.
Can I have one as well?
I was like, what else are you pointing to on the table here? You got where you'll pass
Yeah, we
it.
can
we'll
pass it.
Okay.
This is sponsored.
Yeah, we're opening it up with the SM7B. We don't recommend this in the studio.
Yeah. Did you see that Universal Audio is coming out with a microphone?
Yeah, dude, I just saw that the Bach 251. I'm very interested because the
my
Bach 251 is
God.
really good
Yeah.
already.
Yeah.
I'm really interested to see like what they're actually gonna sound like because yeah, I've tried a Bach 251 and I really do like them.
Yeah.
I would like compare them to like I like them like I like a Palooza 251. They're like
Yeah.
upper middle tier.
Yeah, they're
They're not quite the Elams, but
they're not
I fucking
exactly the
love them.
highest quality, but they're pretty high
To
quality.
be honest, I mean, like I working with T, like I've had a lot of like really good success with like the Warm Audio 251.
I was gonna say, do you think it's gonna be better than that one? It better be.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I wonder if it's gonna have a tube.
I wonder how much it's gonna cost.
Yeah, it probably costs quite a bit just because it's UA. You know, UA likes to just
Yeah.
make everything fucking expensive,
Yeah.
and then nobody ever tries to put their accounts together.
They're
So
like
it's-
Apple. That's like
Yeah. Well, I mean, like they're running on like DSP, and I understand like the frustration of a lot of people being like, well, it's kind of an antiquated system, but I get why like they've built the way it works is very different than like if you were doing like a native kind of set up like with other plugins and how that works. But yeah, I'm interested to see what it sounds like, because if I'm also like if it doesn't have a tube with it, like if it isn't an actual, I'm like I don't know if that's really like. I also don't want it to be like other companies that try to make clones, but then they have.
I know. I was just about to say it's kind of like there's such a huge amount of microphones that exist, and like so many different companies make so many of like kind of the same microphone.
Yeah, I'll make you a microphone
it's
right
like,
now.
you can honestly make them. That's what everyone's doing.
I made this.
If you know how to solder.
I made this SM7B.
And it's like, how many times are you gonna make like a microphone? You know what I mean? Like, or if you're a company and you're trying to figure out a new product, like
like hasn't it kind of
it's
already
like
been
you're gonna
done?
make a microphone?
Well, it's just they're just trying to. It's like all just packaging shit. Like I'm
Yeah.
sure like a new mic is like really not going to be that crazy. What I want to talk about
Go ahead.
is not a microphone, and we talked about this yesterday, but fucking Rhodes
Yeah.
announced that they're
The
putting
9,000 was it
Euro.
Pounds.
Pounds?
Or
Is it
euros.
pounds?
I think it was euros.
It could be either.
I think it was the euro.
Either way,
symbol.
it's more expensive than it is here, so it's gonna be a
Like
pretty penny.
$10,000. Yeah.
And honestly,
Have I not been saying this for years?
Yeah, you have.
I've
Absolutely.
been saying, and I didn't know. I thought
They
Fender.
look nice.
They look nice as hell, but I've been saying for years, and I didn't. I thought Fender still owned them.
They're
but-
gonna need to do like the that like you know
Economy
how, like,
model.
You know how Spectrasonics did that, like you listening to Omnisphere and Keyscape, and like all these like crazy ass folks came and like played on the shit. Like,
Yeah.
they're gonna probably have to get like Robert Glasper and like Corey Henry
and
all
make a
these
digital
folks and
version
just,
of
like-
it?
Yeah, no. I mean like actually like playing it live. And,
Oh,
like, doing-
yeah.
That's how like I feel like it's gonna be.
You mean to
really-
like advertise it?
Yeah,
I want one. I want
Yeah.
one. It's so expensive, and I know I won't get one. But that pink version, and I want kick just so it's on the record.
Go ahead.
Rhodes, I've been talking about this in a lot of different rooms, and I don't
You
know
have been.
what fucking room I was in where someone from R&D in your company heard me saying that Rhodes should make a new model.
Yeah.
But you obviously weren't listening because I said it should be affordable because
the
you would make a
market-
killing.
coined by
Yeah.
Manny
Yeah.
Gregg.
The other thing I wonder is if it's going to be, because you know the original Rhodes are pretty hard to maintain too. Like they come out of tune, you gotta constantly gotta fix the little things on the inside. Like is this one? Are you gonna spend $10,000 on this thing and then have to like fix it all the time?
And the answer is yes, probably. Like,
Or is it going to be
prob-
digital and it's like, okay, wow, I just
No.
spent $10,000 for a digital.
I don't think
Nah,
it is
dude, there's so
digital.
many
I think
digital
that's why it's
Rhodes,
so
dude.
expensive.
I imagine it's so expensive because tines are really expensive to make.
Yeah,
you
maybe
know,
the
like-
materials are just like so hard to come by now.
I think it's bullshit.
I'm very excited though, because like a lot of the folks that I've worked with, like the amount of problems that come from having to maintain a Rhodes, and like there's like really 3 shops. Shout out Custom Vintage Keys. That place saves amazing pieces of gear, and like, but it's not cheap, you know. Like
No.
even just the consultation is like, for somebody that's entry level and isn't like established and has a lot of money, like I could understand why I would want to buy a new Rhodes that's gonna work for quite a few years for me. Hopefully it won't have
Plus
like
it's pink.
all the issues that because it's pink.
It's the only reason I want it.
Yeah, I mean, I did like all the colors on it. Like they definitely put a lot of thought into like the presentation.
Except for
of
the
it.
gold.
So they're like,
the gold should be yellow.
This keyboard costs us $400 to make,
Yeah.
and we'll spray paint it pink, and then now it's
tight.
going to be $10,000.
It's tight. We're gonna get a pink.
and I'm like,
cow and
take
use
my
that.
money.
But yeah, it's good. I'm excited for it.
I would pay that much money for it if they called it salmon instead of pink.
Oh my god.
Then it would make it.
But
worth
it's
it.
not salmon. That's more of that's like a hotter pink. Or salmon's not a hotter pink, but like the pink that
Salmon's
they
like
have.
that
is hot.
You guys should check this out. If you're listening, you should check out Rhodes, the new it's Rhodes
Let us know what you
brand
think.
Rhodes, and check out the
Call
color
in and
palette.
tell us what you think.
Yeah, call in.
Put it in the comments.
Yeah.
It's really sick. It's
is
it's
sick.
spelled RHODES for those of our listeners that aren't maybe as gear savvy. We've been pretty gear heavy
Gear,
so far, but
What
it's-
piece of gear
it's
would you like to
gorgeous.
get next?
The Rhodes.
That okay.
No, what would I honestly
Sponsor
want to
us,
get?
Rhodes,
Yeah.
please.
Ooh, well, I'm rebuilding my Telecaster.
Yeah.
But that's that's happening. Like that's happening next month. I got a Pau Ferro. I may not be pronouncing that correctly. I got a Pau Ferro neck.
Go off.
Yeah, go off. I got a new cream colored pick guard for the Telly, so it's like gonna be
It's gonna be
that
nice with
nice
the red.
white against the
Cherry.
red. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'm putting a Bigsby trem bar on it as well.
Are you gonna be cutting your fingers on this one live too?
Maybe. I honestly need to stop being a little bitch and like start cutting my fingers live
What
again.
do you mean, dude? You got like the heaviest gauge on your guitar.
Not
like,
anymore.
strings.
No. I fixed that.
What do you mean?
I don't play it anymore.
Oh,
Not like that. Because I was playing, dude. At one point in time,
like in I think Jason was the one that was telling me that like at the beginning, like he was seeing y'all just playing, and you would be like just messing your hands up all the time on stage, just because
cool,
you're
though.
like going in. You know, it's a good thing. I'm not saying. I'm just like.
it was dope.
I'm just saying, if you put the blood on the cream color pickguard, I'm interested to see what it's gonna look like. You know,
Little stain.
One day I will. We've played a couple shows in the past couple of years where I got close and I was like, oh man, I could have bled. I should have.
yeah.
I should
have gone
myself.
You gonna bite the head off a bat on stage one day?
He didn't know. He didn't know it was a bat. He didn't know it was a live bat. He thought it was
a toy.
fake. Yeah. And then he killed that bat.
Yeah, he did.
He went in.
He sure did. But the reason I used to play 13 gauge strings, which is pretty
I
heavy.
used to play like 12s and now I just recently brought them down because it's like
It's nuts.
I like my
nuts.
11s.
Yeah, I think I play
It's
like
nice.
11s now or 10s because you can bend them.
I think 10s is good. Yeah, because you can still bend them. 11s are cool too. I guess if it's more jazzy, like you don't really bend notes in like jazzy, fancy jazzy solos, you know.
Yeah, like,
I don't play as well as y'all, so for me, I just need it to write with, you know.
Yeah,
That's more like what I'm interested in.
Whatever,
wanna
that's
be
all that
ow,
matters.
ow,
Whatever
ow.
works for you.
Yeah, I can't play 13s. That's just way too much for me.
I guess I can't anymore because I'm gonna toss it over. 1, 2, 3. Huh. Nice. We're passing a vape for the listeners at home. But what was I gonna say? I have no idea.
I
Something
was
about
just saying
guitar
13s,
strings.
and then you were saying that you're past that. And
Yeah, I totally forgot.
How
Well,
about
the
you,
only
Wyatt? What's your next like conquest instrument wise?
I want instrument wise. I do want to get a Nord Electro. I need a keyboard. I need like a full size
a
keyboard.
nice
I remember.
Yeah,
I remember. I want to
Yeah.
get a Prologue. That's what
Oh,
I.
right,
that's
right,
what
right.
I.
Yeah,
Where I
the
think we're
Prologue
gonna
is
do
nice.
that though.
Yeah,
But like a dream piece of gear, I don't know.
I think I don't know. Dream piece of gear? I don't know. I guess I have a bunch. I guess I have different ones for like different
Like yeah.
aspects of music. Like
Yeah.
I have like dream recording gear and like dream instrument gear. It's,
No,
like,
I mean,
different.
because like you also like produce and engineer for other projects as well. So
Yeah.
like, that's why I'm like interested to see what you would want to get.
I also
for,
want
like,
to get a
other things.
1073 for tracking because I do a lot of tracking mostly.
Oh yeah, but we could talk about gear all day long. you
I know.
We
We
can talk
gotta
about gear forever.
we gotta get out of the nerdy state.
Yeah. I feel like I want to include Maddie and like we're
There's
talking
gonna be
about,
one
like,
guy listening right now who's gonna be like,
Hey,
get off on this.
We'll
But that's
get
not.
another one when we're on Pensado's place. You know, it'll be cool. We can do that.
I'm here and I'm
Yeah.
bored, so I can't imagine that the listeners are having
For
a great
real,
time.
for real.
But yeah,
Um,
I guess like piece of instrument like gear.
Geez, even that's kind of nerd. Oh, I do really want that. Like the Les Paul TV model. It's like the one. I don't know. You can look it up if you want. It's just called the Les Paul TV. But you know, I know it's still gear. It's still gear. People can appreciate guitars at least.
I'm just gonna say,
Guitars are at least easier to appreciate than fucking like recording.
yeah,
preamps.
yeah, man. I'm
Yeah.
talking about the warm audio, you know, whatever. Anyways, but yeah, that,
Dude, we
feel
have
like-
we have an engineer producer as a guest.
This
you know?
is true. This is true. You're right.
It's
You're,
time to shine.
you're right.
Well, I'm interested in what y'all want to do next. You know, like
Exactly,
It's been so nice
exactly.
to like,
So-
like you know,
Yeah.
work. and
Well, with
stuff.
the millions of dollars that we've been making from Spotify, I think
Yeah,
we
we'll
pretty
be.
much should just get whatever we want. You know.
I know.
Absolutely. I mean, there's
Plus
also
all the millions,
other ways
let's-
to make money. I mean, it's not just
Plus,
Web
with the
2.
work we've
We
been
got
doing
Web
on
3 now.
Backpage Pro, we're gonna be making quite a bit of money.
Definitely,
Wyatt and I have
definitely.
been putting our back into it. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
When we say we've been busy, I mean we've been busy.
We've been. Sometimes I really just have to stop myself from. Do you
know.
guys have that voice that's like, hey, don't say that. You're
No.
thinking it, but
Well, yes.
Don't say it.
Yeah.
I guess I do.
I stopped myself from that stuff like way before I'm like around people that I'm, you know, I'm just like,
oh, you have to think.
I'm just like, I constantly think before what I like about what I'm saying, depending on like you, like, I don't know, even if you like, just depending on, you know, you go around certain groups of people, you know, you're not gonna say certain things and you just like, I just get it out of my system like way before.
I feel like for me, like now I focus more on like with words specifically, like being kind to myself, really. You know, I think like after like this time of just a bunch of change for a bunch of people, there's just been a lot of introspection. And like for me,
Yeah.
like, I feel like the little voice that you're talking about for me now is just being kinder to me,
That's
because I
good.
feel like
That's
before
important.
I was just
That's beautiful.
really bad with myself.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there's been a lot of like growth and like crazy things, you know. Life just kind of like comes, like, also like being in this industry is like super unhealthy, but like I get why people are unhealthy, and like think that's
Right.
like, it's kind of messed up, like now, like I know like you're also working in engineering and studios, so like I know you can relate why, like, being in rooms forever and like going to sleep and waking up and going back and doing the same thing forever. And sometimes you work with folks that are like kind of like almost borderline verbally abusive and treat you in
No
a really
cap.
bad way, you know.
Yeah,
So,
I mean,
like,
sometimes these people don't even see the sun. I mean, I know you've been
Yeah.
through those stages. And
Oh,
I've been
yeah.
through them too. I mean, it's like, it's crazy.
yeah,
That's
I mean,
true.
that's like for me, like now, like being able to like focus more on like projects with folks that I've always wanted to be a part of. Like now I feel like words and time and things like that, I just focus more on. And now it's not really about me thinking about what I'm saying to other people. It's just like what I say to myself, I guess.
I guess
Yeah,
that's true.
that's good.
Yeah. I don't have that voice.
Okay.
I just be saying whatever, and sometimes I get in
Yeah.
trouble. Sometimes people laugh.
Yeah.
But I think that's also the nice part of like getting to know you. It's like you're just so unfiltered and honest about everything, and it's like nice, you know. It's not.
Exactly. I feel like at the same time, like you should never like apologize for just
No.
like being yourself, you know, like
No, not at
Oh,
all.
I'm not.
feel bad.
I have no intention of doing that.
exactly, you know.
Yeah.
like, you just gotta let it flow. If people have a problem with it, it's their prerogative.
Get fucked, shithead.
You know.
You know. Hi, mom.
That's that.
Get fucked, shithead. Let me open this brew. Oh, do you need a bottle opener?
I do.
Here,
yeah.
here,
Oh,
here,
my
here,
bad.
here. No, it's okay. I got you.
All right.
Come here, buddy.
Thank you.
Here, just take this one.
Okay. Yeah, do y'all have like I guess like any like specific questions you wanted to ask me, like ever? Like I guess like things that, I mean, we've known each other for a while. now.
Yeah, I know a lot about you.
Yeah.
How long did it take for you to unclog the toilet that I left in your apartment the other day?
It was a very swift process. Once my really sweet roommate Kyle just came and saved the day with the plunger I didn't know
Yeah.
we had in our house.
Yeah.
Wyatt went on a whole run to Ralph's. And
I was buying some food.
he
Anyway,
was
but-
literally like out, like, and he just sends me, no plunger here, sad face. And I was like, oh well,
It's
I
the
guess.
COVID demand for plungers.
Yeah, it's-
you know.
Well, I mean, everyone's just at home now, and now everyone works from
Everyone
home.
bought all this toilet paper, and
now it's
all
clogging
plungers.
the toilets.
So Ralph's was completely
Yeah.
out of toilet plungers.
Toilet plungers and toilet paper.
Yeah.
We're all
you
gonna
can't
die.
you can't take a shit in this world.
I
I'll tell you.
know. I know.
Yeah, but yeah, it was pretty quick. I guess that was the question you really wanted to ask.
I really just
me.
wanted to bring it up because I wanted to talk about. I wanted to publicly in a public forum apologize for
You didn't need
You're
to do
not
that.
sorry.
It's okay.
You're not sorry.
using your toilet.
Honestly, my family has a history of colon cancer. So like
Oh, damn.
every time my dad would always tell me as a kid growing up, like, hey, like, if you gotta use the restroom, fucking go, because if
Yeah.
not, you're gonna get cancer. So like, I totally get why you would want to go
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
the restroom whenever you need to go.
You gotta
Also,
go, you
it's just
gotta
bad
go.
to hold it in, dude. Like, what the fuck, like.
No, you get
You know,
demons
sorry,
inside
I'm
you.
trying not to cuss because we want to monetize this. You know,
No,
you
you
can
can
cuss.
cuss on
You
a
can definitely
podcast
cuss.
and still get monetized. It's Spotify. I mean, dude,
YouTube though, I think you can't.
We'll just get a sponsor.
no, you can still get monetized on YouTube for
I
saying.
think it's for like kids. You can't do that. That's why they don't.
Well,
like
fuck
if you're
these-
doing
That's
ads,
all
and
right.
stuff.
Fuck those
Yeah,
kids,
we're not
bro.
gonna not cuss. That's impossible.
Anyways, I'm
yeah, I
trying
can't,
not
dude.
to.
I have a foul mouth.
You know
Yeah.
what? That's the little voice in my head right now. It's trying not to.
There it
cuss.
is. There it is. I can't, dude. I can't be myself on this podcast if I can't cuss. I
Yeah,
can't do
yeah.
that.
Well,
My mom. I guarantee you. I don't think my mom's listened to the first episode yet, but because it dropped today.
Yeah.
But I know that first thing is she's gonna be like.
also,
"Yeah,
congratulations on starting something. By the way, sorry to interrupt you.
Oh no, you're
It's
you're
really
good.
awesome.
You're good. No, thank you. I appreciate it. But I know that she's gonna be like, yeah, I like the podcast. You cuss too much,
I know.
and it's gonna be like that.
I also I was listening to it like back, and I kind of bag on my parents a little bit, like on the first episode. So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like-
Anne
Mom,
took a
just-
beating on the
Dude,
first
Mom, I'm
episode.
Oh no.
I know. That's why I can't tell my mom to listen to that one. I'll just be like,
I'm gonna send it to her. Actually,
I'll just say-
I
I'll
already,
just say, like-
actually,
Hey,
I-
Mom.
just 3 or 4 weeks
Thinking
in, I'll
of
be
you.
like,
Hey, Ann.
yeah,
Hey, haven't
yeah.
talked in a while.
Oh my god.
There's some very interesting things in these podcasts.
No, I think one of the
Wyatt really
one
wants
of the
you to watch
people that I
Sopranos.
know that actually really spends time and really cares for his mother is Wyatt sees his mother.
dude, I look, yeah, dude, I look
and it's
after my
really
mom, yeah.
nice.
Yeah,
Like,
hey, you know,
I wish that I spent more time with my family.
Your family was far away.
And
though,
less time
kind
with
of,
you
right?
guys. I'm kidding.
Yeah, that would be good. That'd be a good thing.
I'll be your mom.
No, I love my family. They just know I'm
good.
always busy.
Dude,
Right.
Edwin's
Keep
mom,
busy.
pretty fucking dope.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
my mom. She loves you guys. She
I
actually,
haven't spent enough time with your parents. I don't really know them like that.
Yeah, well,
I wish I did.
My mom actually, funny enough, I think I was on, like, Maddie was over one day recently, and, like, I was on the phone with her, and, like, she was like, oh, like, you know, what are you up to? I was like, oh, I'm working with Maddie right now, actually. And she's like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited you guys are working together again. Like, she really loved it when you guys played at my birthday. You know, it was really nice.
Yeah, I think that was the only time I met her. That was nice.
Yeah,
It was a fun
Super
birthday.
sweet.
Yeah, she really
Very
loves
sweet.
you guys.
That's nice.
So yeah, Mom, I love you. I won't bag on you like they bagged on their family.
Yeah.
on the
You know
previous
full
episode.
well you're not going to show your mom this podcast.
No, man, she finds it. She finds it. You know, it's good.
She'll find it.
She'll find it.
Yeah, she'll find it, dude.
Once the billboards start popping up.
Yeah. Once we got our platinum plaque, you know, it's been good.
Yeah. We should. I
So-
think we should still put this on YouTube. I don't. Maybe it won't. Maybe it'll get monetized. No, because I
I mean,
feel like
it
people.
doesn't- I mean,
no,
it's
people
alright.
cuss on YouTube and it gets monetized for sure.
I think it's like when you have ads and people that are like,
No, still.
But I'm saying like specifically when people are reaching out to you to do ads, like if you're like you know like sponsored by BetterHelp or something, you know, something like that.
Anyways, use promo code SWELLS at checkout at BetterHelp and
Yeah,
yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
get your brain unfucked.
Dude,
Honestly-
you know what I have to say? Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead.
All right, I got a little story here.
Yeah. Mhm.
Because last time on the podcast we were talking about HelloFresh and how I
Yeah.
was on it. Okay,
Yeah.
so you know what happened to me this week?
What
What?
happened?
So it comes every Monday, right?
Yeah.
And
Oh, you
so-
actually do HelloFresh?
I actually do.
Oh,
it.
cool.
Yeah, no, I
yeah, we
actually do
talked
it.
about it.
Yeah. And so like they send you like a text to like update you on like where it's at and like when they drop it off. So I get this
That's how
text.
you know it's
like
fresh.
Exactly, and it says hello. And so they text you. It's like it's close by, and then it's like it's here. And so I'm like, okay, it's here. So I walk outside. It's not there. And so I go check by my front gate. It's not there. I'm like, what the hell? And so I go back inside for a little bit, and I'm just like,
Ryan's
that's
just fucking
weird.
making your dinner.
Imagine- I was like, no. I was like, that's weird. So I call the people, and I'm like, hey, you know, I didn't get it said it dropped it off. They didn't drop it off. Like it's not here. And so they're like, like let me text the driver or whatever and see and have him like send the picture of where he put it. And so I was like, yeah, good. Maybe it's just like across the street or something like that or next
Right.
door. And so they send me the picture and it's this thing next door. It's like the building next door and it's right in front of it. And I go over there and it's gone.
Oh,
Someone took my HelloFresh.
dude.
Yeah, everyone's
Wait.
like, huh, I want to try it. I
I
haven't
know.
bought it.
Yeah.
I don't want to buy it yet, but I,
I
want to try
I
it.
was like, what the hell?
Wait, so what happened? Did they reimburse you or did
Yeah,
they?
so they canceled
Yeah, because
it for
that's
this
not
week.
your fault.
No, it's not my fault, but
Now you're hungry.
I'm after that person next door who took my HelloFresh.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
I know.
You have to put a fake bag of HelloFresh out and just like peek
bait
it.
them.
Yeah, and then fucking kill
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, I guess you could see them from here.
If it was,
Yeah.
It was in
yeah.
your building?
No, it wasn't in this building. It was next door, right across the street.
Oh yeah.
Those pieces of shit over
I
there.
know. If it was a house, I would be harassing them, but it's an apartment
Really?
building.
Do you think you would?
I'd throw eggs at their house for sure.
Well, no, because all your eggs are Edwin's.
True. I'd
But he
ask
has, like,
Edwin
6
for.
left.
I'd ask him for some of them back. I'd
Yeah.
be like, listen, I know we agreed on 12 eggs,
Yeah.
but I need 4 of them right now.
And then, like, and then-
I'll just have to take a bigger cut back. And that's all right.
And then we'll give you 18 later.
yeah.
yeah, that's how it works.
But yeah, no, I'd probably egg their house.
Yeah, that would be.
Have you guys
I think
ever?
They deserve it.
Have you guys ever egged a house?
No,
Yes.
I've TP'd a house.
You've egged a
And
house.
I've also TP'd a house.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, you guys are bad little kids, huh? I was great. I was a good.
The funniest thing I saw in my neighborhood was there was this one family one time. I won't say their names, but they lived across the street. They lived on Rudnick Street. So there's Gearson where I live, and then Rudnick, where's like all my friends and like our kids lived.
Even the precise locations, bro.
I know. I was like, damn. Well, no one lives there
So-
anymore.
Okay.
I think these people still do. That's why I'm not going to say their name.
But you-
But
You know who you
You
are.
can. We'll beep it. We'll beep it. We'll beep it.
the kids were really cool. The family was like kind of sticklers. And these girls that lived like down the street one night and put bath like suds in their fountain outside,
my
and it like
God.
literally made so many
Oh,
bubbles.
yeah, I've seen that. Oh my god.
That's pretty
So
funny.
many bubbles. They could not like. It took like a day and a half for them to get all these bubbles out of the fountain. Like
That's
That's
so,
so
bad.
funny.
good. It was so good.
Because it's like that's not. It's pretty like.
it's like nothing's
innocent.
It's nothing's damaged, but it's like super
It's a
inconvenient.
pain in the ass. Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
a
it was really
waste.
funny.
It's not like slashing someone's tires. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is
No,
time
well,
theft.
The best thing to do is don't for anyone listening, don't slash their tires, deflate their tires.
Oh yeah.
Because then they just like screw the little cap off,
Yeah.
and push the thing,
Yes.
and then they can't drive, and they can't really do anything to you because you didn't do anything.
You just took the
So
air out.
they
What do they
attach
have? They
you.
own the air inside the tire.
What are you, the air police?
Yeah.
Like,
I needed to borrow some air, dog.
yeah.
I needed to fill
I
up
think
my
I saw,
balloons.
like people also do this thing where like with insurance claims, like if you slash 3 tires and not 4, it's not covered. Stuff like that.
That sounds so.
I'm not saying that you should do that at all, folks. Don't do that. That's really bad. But like, yeah, I guess deflating
Yeah.
tires, that kind of stuff.
Definitely do it.
No, we're
Yeah.
not condoning any of that stuff. We're good.
We're
folks.
not. Yeah, right. We're
good,
not.
folks.
We're not advocating any of that here.
You guys aren't. I'm gonna advocate.
Okay.
Okay, this is unfiltered,
Okay.
Maddie.
Yeah.
And this is not little voice in the head, Maddie. It's okay, guys. Anything else you guys want to talk about?
I just got a
with
big
the-
voice. I don't have a little voice. I got a big voice saying,
Yeah.
"Do it, do it, do it."
There's no angel. There's just a devil.
Yeah, I got 2 devils.
on the shoulders.
One goes, "Yeah," and the other one goes, "Motherfucker."
That's a good one.
And you
There's-
put it together, and it's "Yeah, motherfucker." That's kind of the bit.
Oh,
there.
I see.
Yeah. You
Are
guys-
y'all excited for any like, or I guess like,
No.
like since y'all have been like in such a creative mode, have y'all listened to anything that like y'all are excited by, like either from your peers or like people that aren't like necessarily your peers or anything like that?
I guess even though it's pretty like much bigger, I really like that Weekend album that
Yeah,
they
that's
put out.
fire.
I like that.
Well,
I
I'm
listened
really
to that
close
one
with
lately.
the weekend, and I listened to that, and I really liked it.
Yeah.
It was good.
I'm not listening to a bunch of stuff right now.
I haven't either. Usually when we
Yeah.
record, I try not to listen to music. I mean, I feel like burnt out. I kind of like by the time we're done working, I kind of feel burnt out on music. So
Yeah, I feel like I've been listening to a lot of podcasts for
Yeah,
that reason.
yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, especially because we're doing a lot more lyrics right now. I don't really want to cop too much, even like, and sometimes that'll happen like unwillingly or like
Yeah.
unknowingly, and like I just want to kind of reduce. I mean, I'm still listening to
Yeah.
music, but like
Yeah.
I think it's more just like shit I've either already listened to or
Definitely.
like, you know.
yeah,
How do you
bigger
feel
stuff.
about like music that came out during the pandemic? Like, do you feel like a lot of the music like stuck around for you in your head? Like, did you listen to anything new and you're like, this is really tight, and you're still listening to them at all?
Yeah. There's this band, Chin Chin, XINXIN. They're really, really good. There's a track called Dumb. It's so I can't remember if it's like Chin Chin is like chin dash chin, or if it's like Chin Chin's all spelled one letter, if it's two separate words. But yeah, they have a song called Dumb, and I listened to that. I think I heard of it like a year ago actually, because I remember listening to it on my birthday last year. Bro,
Nice.
it goes so hard that
check it out.
they're local-ish. I think Cesar from Alexandre
And from Swells.
and and he also plays in Swells from time to time. He put me onto them. Or no,
I am very familiar
You know
with
what-
that, man.
no, it was Young Gatita. It was
Really?
they made a playlist, and it was like the second or third like song on their playlist.
That's tight.
And I heard that song. I was like, yo, this band's crazy. And then Cesar was like, oh yeah, they're from like, oh, I don't know, maybe like Riverside or something like that. Do
Like
you know? IE?
Yeah.
Yeah. Woo!
That's tight.
And I
Nice.
follow them on Instagram, and they kind of, they're like post things here and there. Like they just posted something, and they play like shows here and there. But like,
Yeah.
though, it smacks. It's so freaking good. I'll have to show you guys. I don't think we
Super
can't
dope.
play it right now. I don't think
Yeah.
because
yeah.
because we'd get killed.
We'd get kicked
demonetize
off.
it.
Yeah, then
Definitely
we get
DMCA now.
yeah, I can't get DMCA.
Yeah.
But go listen to Chin Chin.
Yeah.
They're rad, dude.
That's tight. Why you
That's
listen
cool.
to anything? I mean, obviously you said the weekend.
I think I don't know if she came out with the songs I really liked during quarantine, but just I discovered during quarantine Arlo Parks. I think probably that was like my
the
most
record was so
recently
nice.
listened to like a lot was her album. I first heard it on 88.5 on the radio, and I was
So
like,
good.
dude, this girl is really good.
88.5 is a great station.
I know, that's the only lit radio I literally listen to is that and
That's very true.
88.1. I just like jump
Just
back
like
and
the
forth.
88s.
I just like
That's
the
it.
88s.
Really,
Just-
really, really, just two or
it's the
three trains. That's
crowd-funded
it.
radio stations. That's what I
Yeah.
like. the
really
commercial, you can't, you gotta stay away from that stuff.
Ugh, it's
Sometimes.
disgusting. I still don't even really listen to radio.
But I like to it's just because I feel like I have to stay in
Yeah,
tune with
yeah,
what's
it's
going
nice
on,
to hear like what's on the radio, like okay, like oh, this song is on the radio, like okay, that's cool, but like, you know, to really get like the meats of like decent music,
meats.
you know,
Yeah.
you gotta
The meats.
the mange,
Mange.
Then
Maron.
then you gotta listen to the 88s.
Yeah,
Yeah, the 88s.
Yeah, it's
baby.
good. Yeah, I guess.
Oh, yeah,
yesterday
it's true,
Friday
huh?
Radio is really, really good for
You
that.
listen to radio like a lot?
Well, that's what like when I first jump in my car, that's like the first thing that comes on. It's either like just like
You
know,
actually
and then I
listen
just
to
like
the radio
leave
in
it.
your car too. That's
He
something
does.
that I noticed.
He
yeah.
does, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like
Yeah, I
because
usually
I just
do
like don't
Bluetooth.
feel like flipping through if
Yeah,
like
same.
I usually like I got like, you know, somewhere to go. I'm more focused on that, and I don't really feel like pulling up Spotify or like a playlist or something. So I'm just like screw it. And then those radio stations are like different enough where it's not like the same 10, 15 songs on like a loop like a lot of
Yeah,
other
that's what I
radio
appreciate
stations.
that too. That's for sure.
Like 92.3 I feel like is like that. It's like just kind of like, and
Same
Kiss
shit.
FM too. It's just like they got like 10,
it's-
15 songs and it's just like,
It's foul, bro.
and it's just like kind of like,
sucks.
okay, this is
I
like not a
get
lot
it.
of variety.
Yeah, I mean that's what they do, and it's like I mean I feel like that's radio for people that don't really like. They can hear the same song three
Yeah.
times in a day, and it doesn't drive them crazy.
yeah, well, it's also like there might not necessarily be folks that like pay attention to music in the same way that we do. Like I think we listen to music for
True.
different reasons, you
True.
know. Like sometimes like when you're just driving to work at 7 a.m, you know, you don't really want to be thinking about whatever depressive episode someone might be talking about.
Yeah.
That might
Yeah.
not, because like I feel like a lot of like the radio like it has like a certain tone to it, and I think there's a place for it, but yeah, I definitely don't like to listen to it for more than
I kind
a
of
few hours.
view
Yeah.
like music like vitamins, right? Like you can't like it's like nourishing, right? So if you're only eating one type of thing and you're still like if I just have rice and beans every day, then I'm missing out on a lot of the vitamins that I need.
Yeah.
So it's like if I'm just listening to like top 40, I'm not getting everything that I need. So
Yeah.
I need to spread out what I'm listening to get my my
your
keratin
fill.
and my omega 3s.
B12.
I need that
Yeah.
B12.
Well, I got a whole bunch of vitamins right here.
Oh yeah, you do. Yeah, you've been on your vitamin shit. But you know what I mean? Like
Been on
like
it.
it's like I need to listen
Why's
to
living
different.
long?
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see about that. Yeah.
Well, I want all my friends to live long.
But
No,
like,
definitely.
has everyone ever asked you like, what's your favorite genre of music?
Yeah, no, I was actually
I
thinking
never
about
have an
that
answer.
today because like now I feel like
Huh.
more than ever genre is just kind of just like disintegrating. There's
Yeah.
like everything is so blended nowadays that
Sure.
it's kind of like 20 years ago, like in the early 2000s, I feel like music was like pretty still like genre specific. It's
Yeah.
like you had like No Doubt or
Segmented.
like Jay-Z, you know, it's kind of like they sounded very specific to like these genres.
It's kind of like the festivals that are coming out, like the
Yeah.
like some of them are like very like they're all very specifically geared, and then there's like the really like big ones like Coachella or
There's
Glastonbury,
everything.
and
Yeah.
they have everything, but there's like really segments. I feel like growing up, like probably like when we were like 13 to whatever,
Yeah.
there was like I listen to this, and like a lot of folks were like, oh, you listen to that other thing, you
I
suck,
listen.
you
Yeah,
loser,"
yeah, it was, and I'm
you
sure
know?
I did too.
And now
Yeah.
it's like I feel
all rock.
so like even the word indie to me is like
I know, it's
dude,
like what does
can
that
mean
even mean? Like
anything.
Yeah,
like-
exactly. Even like rock. Like if someone says I listen to rock, like what does that even mean? Like
well, rock is definitely not rock. No.
not now.
I would say like there's just like yeah, it just everything is I feel like
Like,
we've
are you
come
gonna
into-
describe
even
Tame
now-
Impala as rock?
No, yeah, even
Psych
like,
rock even is like so like reductive. Like
Yeah.
yeah, it's so much more than that because I feel like obviously there's just so many influences that go into like
Yeah.
such good music now. I guess like genres are kind of like a like almost like not necessarily a dead thing, but they're more like a I guess I'd say I'm like this or I guess I'm like that. Like it's like a general net, not a whole actual.
Yeah, it's just kind of generalizing. Even when
I don't
people
like
say
it that
like
way.
I don't really like it like that either way. Even when people say nowadays like what kind of music do you listen to? It's like
what do you mean?
how do you even answer that?
I just
Like,
say everything. I just
but
say
then-
like
but everything means nothing. Like everything doesn't really mean anything because it's like what like
I listen to good music.
I usually just say what I mostly lately have been
Yeah,
listening
yeah,
to.
yeah,
Like,
I'll do
that's
that
what
too.
I'll do.
Well,
'cause
lately
it's
I've
just
been
like I don't know. For me, like I find a lot of pleasure in finding new things in music. I also feel like that's what keeps it fresh for me. Like
True.
like not staying on the same just 20 songs for 3 months. I feel like I go through and I'm always on the search for something that inspires me. And like inspiring things to me are like, that's even more beautiful than like listening to the same song that I know I like, you know? So for me, like, I guess that's how I look at music now. And I guess like there's also the way that you find music now, and the resources that we have is so different than like 10 years ago. Before it was a lot more like segmented, and like I was listening to the radio, and that's how I discovered Outkast, and you know, like, but I would have never found out about them if it wasn't for the radio.
Yeah, you're right,
like
back in those days.
But now it's
Radio
like I get
was
to find out
huge.
about super great, amazing acts that nobody fucking knows about.
Yeah.
Based off of like what's related.
Yeah.
You know.
Shoot, I was gonna ask. Oh yeah, do you like repeat listen to songs a lot, or do you listen to it and then you're like, I don't want to listen to that again because I don't want to ruin it?
You know what I've been doing lately is
That's what I do.
I've been making like
that's
personal
very
playlists.
Masochistic.
So like I'll make like private playlists on whatever streaming service I'm using, and like instead of like repeat listening to it, I make like sort of like almost like moods or feelings of things that I want to be in.
You gotta
So
send me that cooking playlist.
Oh yeah, bro.
That's just hot.
Like there's
that
definitely
is
cooking
such a
playlist.
good
Yeah, that's a good
playlist,
one.
bro.
You know, but like for me, like I like to have those sort of things where like instead of focusing on a certain thing, I like to focus more on the emotion that it gives instead of like, because I don't really think any of the music has rules really, you know. So like for me, like the fact that you can listen to some, I don't know, like Pedro Infante or something, and like listen to, I don't know, like Tyler the Creator. But for me, like the emotion of whatever songs that are in succession for me, like that's what I like to listen to a playlist, and I guess I repeat them, but it's like the playlist is always growing. Like it's always like.
So the songs are kind of there's a lot of new stuff flowing through it.
But I also do it like where I only listen to the same playlist for like maybe like 2 months or like max 3 months, because then I want to listen to new shit
New
already.
stuff. Yeah, exactly.
I'm excited to like when we're kind of done with this to start really doing some like virtual crate digging. I really want to listen to a bunch of new stuff because I'm kind of like, I feel like whenever, you know, Spotify does your Wrapped, and then like we'll give you like your Wrapped playlist at the end of the year. Like I don't listen to that because I'm so burnt out on all those songs.
I know, exactly. That's how I feel. I feel like I get either really not burnt out, but like I just feel like the song kind of gets like I've heard it. And even though there's a lot of songs where you can listen to it, and no matter how many times you've heard it, you hear like something new. Like those are like the really good songs.
Yeah.
But yeah, in general, I feel like I'm not really into like hearing, you know, the same thing that I listened to all year again. Like it's kind of something new.
Yeah. I think that's how I feel about listening to my parents' music. You know, I fucking love it.
Yeah,
it's so good. But I'm also like, there's a time and a place for it now.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not really like
I mean,
something.
there's always stuff you can go back to,
know?
but yeah, for sure.
But yeah, it's been pretty nice, like getting to discover a lot of music. I think tools like Spotify definitely help with like finding new shit.
Yeah,
it's pretty good about
Spotify
that.
is the kind of the devil.
But yeah, I don't really like to speak to it too much because it's like, it's also like now there's like so many new ways to discover music. Like that's a Web 2 version way of doing it, and there's like Web 3 where like there's people who are releasing stuff that isn't even on Spotify. That's so dope.
Yeah.
Like people are so like.
You know what Neil was telling me about that I thought was really cool is Dr. Dre putting that EP out on GTA. It was like only on GTA, on the radio station on GTA
Right.
while you're driving around. Like that's sick. That's a sick way to
That
put
makes
out
me
music.
want to buy a game that's been out forever.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah, they're like, listen, how are we gonna sell more copies of this goddamn game?
The only way you can listen to this new shit is
Well, one of the dudes in Radiohead put out a song, and it was he just put it out via sheet music.
yeah, that's kind of
Oh, I did see that.
Remember that? That was like a few years ago.
Gosh, who was that?
That was maybe like 2018. I feel like it was like the bass player or something like that.
That's pretty
something.
interesting.
I feel like that's something Roger Holloway would do.
Oh, without a doubt. without a doubt, he'd be like,
I love
"All right,
Roger.
Yeah.
I'm Roger Holloway, and this is my song."
This is Plantasia. Well, yeah, that's pretty dope. I also kind of like the crate digging, like the new way of crate digging. You know, it's kind of like doing something like that, like putting it in to like if you have a DAW and like writing down every note. Yeah, it's a little bit tedious, but like it's kind of nice. It's kind of satisfying at the end of it.
Yeah.
You know?
I really like that thing that Kanye did with that little like stem player.
Yeah. As of today, supposedly the Donda 2 is only going to be released on the stem player. supposedly.
That's kind of cool.
Which is cool.
I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, which is also going to drive the price up of the stem player. So it makes a
Right.
lot of sense.
Kanye.
I
Like,
mean,
what if you release an album and it was like only
He's
like
like, all
Pro
right.
Tools session? It was like and like
I'm only putting out Donda if Kim gets back.
see, I would want to do that if it was something that like I had control of. Like I wouldn't want to do that on a Pro Tools or like a specific streaming service, because it's like really I'm just driving traffic to them, whereas like I feel like the stem player makes so much sense because it's only
you sell
his,
it.
you know, it's
Yeah,
his.
yeah.
So like that's super smart. Like I also feel like he's just a genius when it comes to like marketing himself,
Selling that
like,
stuff, yeah.
Like it whenever I don't know, I'm just saying every time like a
Yes.
record's about to come out, it gets kind of crazy for him
With
on
Kanye.
social media.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's kind of a
What
trend.
is he being crazy on social media or something?
But the thing is, like, he's just being genuinely himself, I believe, and like, you know, there's a lot of like, it's kind of hard to be a living legend like that. So
Do you
Yeah.
think Pete Davidson's nervous right now?
I don't know.
Or do you think
I
he's just
probably a
bald?
little
I don't
bit.
think so. They probably talk on the phone. He's like, I'm just fucking with you, right?
Nah,
Like,
I feel like probably a little
I think
bit.
Pete's probably just balls deep in some Kardashian right
Right?
now.
Oh
You know what I
my
mean?
god,
I think that's what he's focused on.
probably.
that must be such a wild situation. Like
Such
just,
a wild-
Just,
I mean, he made that choice though. I mean, they all made their choice.
Exactly.
It's so fucking wild. At the end of the day, it's celebrities having stupid fucking drama, and I don't care about it. You know what I mean?
No,
It's
yeah,
int-
yeah.
it's. I mean,
It's just funny to point out.
it's kind of
like,
sick though. I do get this kind of pleasure from like since like all this shit's been going down, when like he called out Billie Eilish and stuff. Every day I will go on Kanye's Instagram. I don't even follow him, but I like
yeah.
if I pulled up my Instagram right now, you would see Kanye West as the first thing that on
as
my
the
search.
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's always just some like random. It's so wild.
It's so good. It's so good.
It's one post and it's always just some screenshot of some random tabloid
text
article. He's
or a
like,
person.
"Thank you." It's all caps, just like, "Thank you for reporting this accurately." It's just like, Kanye, come on. Don't bring Travis on stage and go. Like,
He's definitely doing it. It's kind of wild. Like music's in a really crazy place. I think in the next like 10 to 15 years, the way we like find things and the way that people interact, like because like now everyone is thinking, obviously, like content. You know, everyone's thinking about how like their release is going to be or their drop, or at least a lot of people that are successful are thinking that, I would say. But I'm very interested to see how, like, now that the internet's changing a lot, how everyone approaches music, because it's always going to change. Like, radio is going to stay radio, like TV is going to stay TV. I don't think it's ever going to technically truly die, you know, or anything like that. But I do think that like the way we consume things and like
It's gonna be a lot
gonna be
different.
well, I think they like for like younger generations and stuff, like something like TV. Like, I was talking to this kid in the car today, and she was like, I was like, so like, what do you watch for TV? And she was like, well, I don't really watch TV. And I was like, oh, okay. She was like, but I was watching like Money Heist, and I was like, no, that's TV. You're just watching it on your laptop. She's like, oh, I guess, yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's just like they don't think of it like
Right.
like that's still just TV. Like it's a show. It's a TV show. It's not like, but it's like
Yeah, I guess that's kinda
Netflix.
interesting.
It's like it's not TV. It's Netflix,
Right.
and that's probably what they want. They want it's
Yeah.
like we're different from TV.
Right.
well, it's the truth.
Yeah.
It's
It is
also
true.
scary to me, like that kids are like literally raised on technology in such a different way than like I ever was. And I would say that I'm very influenced by technology in my childhood.
Yeah.
Like to look at like a child that's like one that doesn't even know how to say words but knows how to navigate YouTube completely.
Isn't that your brother?
Yes. That is
It's
nuts
scary,
to me.
bro.
I mean, it's also kind of beautiful because like they're just gonna experience things that are so outside of like I feel like I'm savvy right now. How I look for things on the internet or whatever. Or
Yeah.
like what I get away.
Oh,
with
they're gonna
or
be no.
Yeah,
what they're gonna be getting away with is
David's
gonna be
gonna be crazy.
insane.
Yeah.
Insane. And even like the kids that aren't really tech savvy are gonna be kind of tech savvy in some way. You know, like they're. It's gonna. I don't know. It's gonna
It's
be.
great.
Really
I mean,
cool.
yeah. One day we'll be the old men, and
We're gonna be
Definitely.
the old dudes
and
that are like,
your son's gonna be like,
Definitely.
you have to plug the chip in your back of your neck like this, Dad. You fucking idiot.
I don't think I'll ever let myself get old when it comes to that kind of stuff, but I do
Say
think
that.
that there's gonna be-
I also like want to try to keep up with everything
Yeah.
and like just try just to not be a stick in the mud or just like clueless, you know.
I think it
like,
just happens when you get out of touch,
yeah.
you know, and I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna. live a life that's gonna do that. I don't know.
Yeah. I will say this though, like there's a lot to be said about not being exposed to technology at such an early age. Like my kids I think are not going to be like have like an iPad or like a phone until it's appropriate, because it's like there's a lot of development that needs to happen, and like it's not like you see a lot of these kids like I don't know, like you'll be at a restaurant and some kids, like I saw Hannah and I on her birthday, I took her out to breakfast and this kid's having like a fucking meltdown at the table, and it's like
At the Arby's?
Yeah, we went to Arby's for her birthday. Well, that's what she likes.
Oh shit.
No, she went to actually it's Wendy's. She likes the square burger. So.
Oh nice.
Dude, Wendy's is fire.
Anyways,
Sorry.
I
like Wendy's too.
This kid's having a meltdown,
He's an Arby's guy.
and then the dad.
Sorry. I'm gonna let you do your story, dude.
I like a meat on him. What can I say? This kid's having a fucking meltdown at the table, and then he's like, and then the dad puts like a phone or an iPad in front of him, and he goes, and it's just silent.
Just like stops immediately.
And then like he needs to go to the restroom or something, and like the dad like picks him up to like go from the restroom. The kid's like scrambling after the iPad, like trying to get out of his dad's hands.
Dude,
like
insane.
And I was like, bro, like that's an addiction.
Yeah,
like that's
insane.
an addiction for a child.
I also feel like it
That's
just depends
not
on
good.
how you like approach it from the beginning. Because like if you just
It's the pacifier.
Maybe that dad's just like a pushover though.
yeah,
man.
like
Yeah, maybe
I
he's
feel
just
like
a
you
pussy.
even let's say you did have an iPad for your kid. I don't think that the first thing that you would do is put the iPad in their hand. You know, I feel like
if they're
you
having
would,
a meltdown,
you would probably
that's rewarding that behavior too.
You would
I'm gonna give my kid like a fucking toy tractor or something if he starts messing around.
No, I'm just saying like
school have an iPad.
I'm just saying like talk
Like,
to the kid
yeah.
or like
Here's
like
a fucking transformer.
solder some cables.
Yeah, exactly. Like-
Daddy needs some new XLRs.
Yeah. Here's a soldering iron and some copper wire. Like,
he can't even say dad yet. He's just learning how to solder.
It's just fucking,
Yeah,
and you're like,
yeah.
yeah, ground it,
Yeah.
ground it.
You know what's wild to me? Like then someone on Instagram will be like, that kid's a prodigy. Like
Yeah.
he's really good at like what he does. But it's like no, he just practiced before anyone else made soldering. Like
Yeah, because
whatever
if he
studio they
didn't,
were
Dad was gonna lose it. Yeah,
in. Yeah. What's my
No,
punishment,
no.
Dad? I'm making XLRs. Fuck.
yeah.
Yes.
That's 10 cables right there.
10 cables right there.
You keep it up, it's gonna be 20.
Yeah.
oh God, Dad.
That kid's gonna hate music if
You
you
and I
do
both
that.
know you
He's
have the
gonna be like,
money
I
for
don't
all
want
those
anything to
cables.
do with music.
If I have kids, I'm never letting them get going in the music industry.
Yeah, no.
No
Mostly
way.
because if they
Huh.
were better than Wyatt, then he would really
Definitely.
not react to that well.
It's like, I don't want them to compete with me, man.
Yeah,
Exactly. Like
I don't want a prodigy.
I don't want my 2-year-old playing piano better than me.
I don't know. If I had kids, I'd feel like I'd like.
No, well, okay. Let me just say
Let
before
them.
you go. Yeah, musical instruments. Yeah, definitely. I think that'd be great. But like, you want to do this for your
I feel
life.
like once you play music, I feel like once you're playing instruments, like it's already a step there, you know. Like
Right.
they might want like you can't really stop.
Hopefully, they
them.
just have like an appreciation for it.
I just want my kids to be inspired by something. And
exactly,
Not, like,
definitely.
like if it was like if they wanted to do synchronized swimming, like sure, like whatever. Like
Right.
I don't really like
Right, whatever
As
you're
long as
into.
you like, I just feel like I was having a conversation about this earlier with a friend, and like I was like saying like you really, it's really crazy to me how like in school we're taught to like do all these subjects and things like that, but to be honest, like I feel like the most successful people are the ones that are just extremely passionate about something and like really go for
course.
it, you know. Like, and it doesn't necessarily, I'm not necessarily saying like school doesn't work or it shouldn't work, and like it does. It's just like I feel like, let's say you didn't have school, like, but you really were passionate about something, you'd probably be okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you probably would be fine if you like you really, really care for it and like really want to be the best at it, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Dude, definitely. I mean, people have been doing like amazing things for like hundreds and hundreds of years, and they didn't really necessarily have like quote unquote formal educations. They were just
Yeah.
kind of either raised that way or like had like a mentor or
yeah,
like
mentors are so important.
Dude, mentorship is very crucial. But I mean,
Yeah.
to your point, I mean, high school, like you think about like those high school archetypes, right? Like you have those very stereotypical, like the jock, the nerd, the popular girl, the
Yeah.
like how many, there's like those all like, you know, the artsy one, like there's like only so many cookie cutter molds that you can kind of
Yeah.
cater to in that type of learning environment that like there's such a multitude and like panoply of like different types of people that exist in the world, and it's like Western education doesn't really lend itself to you necessarily finding like this really fucking niche thing, being like I'm super passionate about video games. I love to play video games, and like I'm a pretty entertaining person. I'm really easy to have a conversation with. Like I'm gonna play video games for people on the internet, and I'm gonna make millions of dollars. And it's like, like if like you had like said that in like 2010 to like your high school math teacher, they'd be like, you're gonna be cleaning toilets.
Like,
And he's like, my name's Ninja. It's like,
they would like undermine you probably.
I know.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you know, there's more than one way to do this shit, and it's, you know.
Well, now there is. I think that now, like with the internet, people have learned that it is possible. Like, dude, like the crazy amount of stuff that I've learned on YouTube, for example, in comparison to school, like that's nuts. Like I have life skills that I've literally gotten that I would never have had. Like it like I don't know, it's nuts. I've just even like from personal experience, like I dropped out of college. And I felt like it was so hard for me. Like, first off, I'm at the age of 18. I'm trying to figure out what the hell I want to do with my life. And then I'm going to school. And what am I doing again? General education classes, which is uninspiring me even more. Yeah. So now I'm like, I finally take some music classes and something I'm really passionate about. And my mentor, the department chair at the school I won't mention, literally told me, dude, like, I'm not going anywhere. Like when I told him I had an internship opportunity, he said, you should go do that. You know? And like, I feel like he just saw something that I didn't see at the time, but I'm really thankful that he did, you know?
Yeah.
And then I learned so much more being an intern and working my ass off from people that are hands-on doing exactly what it is that I want to do, or like at least a way for me to facilitate what I want to do. You know?
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
I mean, I think, it's just crazy. There's so much about this where it's like you're not really given the opportunities to explore things that really turn you on, and it's like part of that's like education system, and like you're not really necessarily in public schools, especially in America, given those opportunities to explore whatever different things. But also it's just like the way that like we're like culturally socialized, or like your parents, like our parents' generation is like culturally socialized to kind of think like, oh, like music, like that's not profitable, or like, but it's like, is that really the most important thing? Exactly, and like that's definitely a subset or like a symptom of living in.
I think it probably is a lot more important to them since they have kids. And
I think it's kids. Like when you're a kid, it's like when you see your kid, like your kid, you want your kid to like do something that he's gonna be able to take care of himself with. And if they're like, you know, I want to be a poet, or I want to be like an artist, it's kind of just like, you know, it's.
What are you, a pansy?
For a parent, it's like, no, not that. But it's like, you know, are you gonna be able to provide for yourself? Or are you gonna be able to, you know? And it takes a certain type of person to do that, you know, to provide for yourself while doing, you know, something that you love.
Yeah, and if you want to, then you will. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. And that's where I think.
And if you like, I mean, if you're not able to provide yourself, or like if you don't have like there's like those things are also given to you by your parents, ideally, or like supposed to, you know, like the ability to self-sustain and stuff. Sure, like those things are taught, right?
Hopefully,
hopefully they are taught.
In a perfect world. And it's like, is that really like I should be able to, like my parents, they know I have myself, like I have a fucking full-time job and I'm doing this shit, like, so like even if music doesn't work out, won't then like I have other skills, you know what I mean?
Right, of course. But then it kind of gets back into the thing of like, then are you gonna say to yourself like you weren't like you weren't falling onto this, like you kind of just like kind of fell back onto the track of like not doing what you really want, and you know, just kind of settling for whatever does like help you provide.
No, but that's because I really care and I like want to.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's what kind of separates.
We just sacrifice sleep.
Yeah, and
right now, wow. For now,
you guys hear that?
I think a massive car accident just happened outside of my house, and there's 4 people dead on the street.
You probably can't even hear it because
let's see the waveform.
No, I guess it's not coming really through.
No, because we would hear like during the first episode. I remember we'd hear like
the toilet
footsteps in the toilet, and then we commented on it. And I'm like listening to the mix, and like I can't hear it.
Hear it, yeah.
Thanks, sure.
Yeah.
You know, it must sound crazy. There's a helicopter and a car alarm going off. I'm like, yeah, we're
We're in LA, bro.
The world is ending, and we're here commenting
we're just
on
having
our...
a good time talking about how maybe we'll let our kids go in the music industry.
Hell no.
I'm thinking I'm gonna let them do whatever the hell they want.
Yeah.
I'd rather
Sometimes they
let
do
them-
get interested.
Yeah.
Some other times, like whatever your parents do, you're like, I'm good. I don't want to do
That's
that.
what I hope. That's what I hope. Yeah, because...
My parents were with actors,
Yeah.
and they like suggested like if that's something you want to do, then we have the tools to like help you kind of like pursue
I guess it would
that.
be like, yeah.
But never pushed it on me.
Yeah, definitely. It would have to be something that they like discovered on their own, not just like because it's like convenient or
Yeah.
because you think it's like gonna be easy or something like that.
Yeah,
You know? Like,
actors, kids becoming actors is always like
yeah,
the
it's
biggest
like,
eye
oh,
roll.
come on. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. Talent is not genetic, my friend.
Yeah.
Not
definitely.
always.
Sometimes. Yeah.
I think both of those industries is just who you know, and it really is a sad thing, but it's very
Yeah.
true. Like who you know is like a big part of how people get into industries like that.
Well, that's why I'm really glad that me and Weekend are chill.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
kinda
if your
nice.
dad is James Gandolfini, then you can just land a role in a movie.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
about
yeah.
a prequel about the biggest TV show ever.
Yeah.
About
Yeah.
was it?
What's that?
To me.
Was got was
Oh,
sorry
no,
Sopranos.
maybe at the time, maybe not
Yeah.
ever. Don't ruin
Yeah.
don't ruin my hype.
Yeah.
No, hey, I'm not listen. I'm not gonna be like,
your
and
point.
I'll watch
Yeah,
Godfather.
yeah.
Okay.
You mean Sopranos?
God damn. Oh,
That's racist, bro.
Is it?
bibbidi bobbidi.
It's the gabagool.
All right, well.
Wyatt's been talking with his hands this entire podcast. By the way, for those of you
True,
that aren't
true.
can't, it's just a lot of he's pinching his.
I've been dipping bread in olive oil and vinegar this entire
Oh
time.
my goodness. It's good. I
Thanks.
like that. Let's keep that.
No, we're gonna keep it.
Yeah, we keep it.
Wow, this has been fun. I fucking love doing this.
Yeah, this has been good. We're at an hour and 12 minutes. You want
Are
to
we
wrap it up?
really?
Yeah.
Does it matter?
It doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter. We can go as long as we want.
Yeah, we
you guys
could.
want.
I think an hour is like a really solid length for a podcast, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because now that I feel we're just good, like at this point, we'll just try to keep it going to keep it going.
Right. Right.
You know?
I
don't
had
wanna-
questions for you guys.
You
ahead,
did? Yeah,
go ahead,
let's,
keep going.
we don't have to.
Yeah.
Cut that.
No.
I'm kidding. I didn't have questions.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
jeez.
Well,
Is that funny
let's
to
see.
you?
I guess let me see what I guess if I had any questions for y'all. Yeah, I guess I do.
Hit it.
So now that it's been a bit of a time since like I think pre-COVID times there was like a bit of a scene that you were a part of like in the Valley.
Right.
Like now looking at how everything is going with like venues and how a lot of things have closed down, do you see yourselves like changing your focus on like how you approach like where you play and stuff like that, or like what you or like
Yeah. I definitely think
Yeah.
so, because now, I mean, even before COVID, I feel like the Valley was kind of just dying as a scene altogether. Like, I don't really think
there was
that
a lot of
there's-
things that went away. R.I.P. Woma.
Yeah. There's just like not a lot of things I feel like, besides backyard
Bootleg's
shows.
gone now too.
I don't think that the Valley has really a lot going for it, like as far as a music scene. Maybe it does. Maybe some high school kids will get together and put something together. But
God bless him.
yeah, but I just what's wrong?
Sorry, I was asking you for a
Oh, gotcha,
That's
gotcha.
okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. I think we've had a
yeah,
lot of
go ahead.
conversations about this already, and we've been talking about this for years. Like the Valley scene's been like out,
Yeah.
and it's like whatever. Like there was a bunch of like bullshit drama like that happened, and like there was fissures. Don't do that with your teeth. Don't open that bottle. That's
Hang
so
on, hang on.
terrible.
what
I
you're
got you
talking
right here.
about.
I got you right here.
There was a lot of splitting up that happened and that, but that's like so far gone. I think we're kind of talking more about just like
It's kind of LA now. It's just kind of like the bigger picture.
yeah, it's like LA. That's that. But like you talk about like saturating a market. Like if we were to play like even once a month in LA, like that's too much. Like so
Well, yeah.
we're talking about more. I think.
Outside.
Expanding and like
things.
playing like out of town, like going up north more, or like going down to like Vegas and seeing what's up in like
Yeah.
Arizona or the Pacific Northwest, and just like
like a tour essentially.
not even like tours necessarily,
Most
but
are just like one-offs. In
playing like
distance areas, I think.
like 1 or like 2 to 3 shows like on a given weekend, like once every couple months to start expanding our market. Because like I guarantee you, like motherfuckers in like Salem, Oregon have no idea who we are. You know, so it's.
Right.
I mean,
That's true.
we're really not a big
like
band at all. I mean, I don't think I'm
Oh, no,
surprising
you're right.
anyone
No,
by
no.
saying that, but like
I
you
think
know,
a lot of our friends like have gotten good success. Like for example, like Hot Brothers, like they would be touring to a lot of different places, and I've had like strangers. I'm talking about music, and they've actually talked to me about like a band like Hot Brothers, and like
yeah.
that's really interesting to me. Like I
Hot
think
Brothers is such a good band name.
I think they're coming back together.
Let's go.
They're coming back together. They just one of their members is in town for a little bit, so
Oh fuck! So
They
a
were out of
couple
town.
shows. That's dope.
yeah, so it's gonna be good. But yeah, like I think that that's a good idea. I think going to like just places that you aren't necessarily like native to, like just hitting up venues and stuff and like doing a little tour.
Yeah,
little,
I mean it'll be
couple
tiring,
shows.
but it's like all this shit is tiring. Like, well, even
Yeah.
we're always gonna be.
All of it is with intention, but to
Yeah.
be honest, like it's the work that you have to put in sometimes to be able to like expand in that way.
Because we could like do the work and like keep submitting to these playlists and keep telling people that like the mix is great, but I hate the vocals and like keep doing it. But
I feel like
the live shows is really when we were throwing shows. That's like when our listenership and our growth was far more exponential. Like back in the Woman days when we were like playing and throwing shows like all the time, we were growing so much faster than I think
Yeah.
we realize now. Like now, like we've really hit like a kind of a stalemate, and I think that's really gonna change.
I think that also comes with like COVID and stuff though, because you really couldn't play shows.
Yeah,
and
that's
even
true.
though you had a release, like it's just something that you couldn't really blame yourself for, because I think there were just so many things going on in the world that like really took a lot of like importance, and I understand why like sometimes releasing, you want to do it, you want to feel like you're doing something also like in that time. But I feel like with like now, like especially with like just a different mindset, it'll be good that y'all like expand in that way. And who knows, you'll be able to play like some really good shows, maybe hit some festivals or something. That'd be tight. That'd be tight
For sure.
I think that's I think that's the goal. I think that's what we're gonna start doing. I think it's gonna be a lot of time invested, a lot of money spent, a lot of miles traveled,
it's
but
worth it.
yeah, I kind of see that being the direction that we're gonna start going, and I mean that's just what we got to do. Like we got to.
Yeah, that's the
we're
life.
I know Wyatt and I, especially. I mean you too, Edwin. I mean we had breakfast the other day. We're talking just so much about like you always have to be thinking 5 steps ahead. We're already thinking about like music video ideas for these tracks, and like thinking about like we got to play other shows. Like we want to start maybe changing the podcast to like a video format. We're like episode 2 in, like it's about you got to always be making these moves.
You just gotta start somewhere and keep it going.
Yeah,
I think the only way you lose is if you stop.
and that's where we
Right.
were, and that's why why
Yeah.
like Wyatt came into me and was like you're fucking up, bro.
Yeah.
And at the time, like I just didn't think that I could do it. Really, like I just thought that I was gonna be too tired, like I didn't have
Yeah.
the stamina for it, and we needed a miracle. But I mean, you just gotta nut
gotta
up.
do
You
it,
gotta
I
nut
think.
up and just like.
gotta make the time.
It's really about like the mentality, because I
Yeah.
think like I just felt like really pessimistic about it, especially at the time that before we talked, and I just was thinking like I don't know, like it's gonna take, like I don't know if I have it in me, but now it's like fuck yeah,
But you
of
do.
course
got
you
it.
do.
You got it
Like
in you.
yeah, of course you do.
I think everyone does. I think it's
Yeah.
just the idea of like the mental real estate that it takes. Like you have to allow yourself to really do it, and take it.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot. Time is so important and valuable too now. Like I feel like the older we're getting, like we're focusing so much more on things that we actually care about. And
Of course.
supporting yourself, supporting your family, supporting your loved ones, and
Yeah.
also being in a project that you're really passionate about is like it's a lot.
Yeah, you
It's
want
a
to be
lot.
fulfilled. Like I don't want to
Yeah,
be I
exactly.
don't want to be a driving instructor forever, and
No, you want to make it come to fruition. Like
No,
you
and
want
it will.
you want your hard work to be worth it.
Absolutely, and it will. It's just some time.
Takes time. Everything takes time.
What do you guys want to do with this podcast? Like what's
We're gonna have some guests on. We're gonna keep having guests on. You're
yeah,
our
we
first
have
guest.
you're our first guest.
Oh,
We got
cool.
another special guest coming next
Yeah, I
week.
didn't listen to the first episode because I wanted to be surprised. So,
Well, we hope you're surprised.
and today was the day it was released. So since we
That
saw
makes
each
a
other
whole lot
today-
of sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah,
This is kind of just for fun. I think we just want to have fun with this. Really,
Okay.
like
I think it's just another way for like people to get to know us
yeah,
Yeah, it's good.
because it's not like we're getting interviewed or anything like that.
No,
it's
no,
like
we
we're
just-
interviewing ourselves.
yeah, exactly. We just kind of want to have like we want to the people that we know. We want to hear what they think about certain things and
Yeah.
you know, and just kind of hear what their experiences are and all this and
Yeah.
and you know that's kind of just it, just to kind of have fun and
Yeah.
chat it up for like a couple hours.
Well, I also kind of think like I don't know of a lot of bands or like musicians or whatever that do this kind of stuff because I think like a lot of artists want to cultivate mystique and like be seen as this like sexy
That's how
kind of like.
I've always like I've
And
always
I'm
been
not
hesitant
that.
to the podcast because it's like I feel like I want to be like mysterious and like
Yeah.
you know kind of like people don't know everything about me, you know.
Yeah,
I just feel like right now there's so many people like I guess like I'm thinking about like people in the sense of like outside folks that aren't artists, like everyone's looking for something all the time on their phone, which can be unhealthy, definitely. I feel
sure.
like a lot of people should probably think about like
going to therapy.
well definitely I'm about to see a therapist myself, so I
Hey,
definitely
king shit.
It's a good
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, my
but-
life changed when I went to therapy for the first time.
No, it's good. I'm sure you had a really great experience, and like you know, I think that everyone should probably see a therapist.
Yeah.
I wish that it wasn't like $75 a week from certain services that I won't mention.
Anyways, it's gonna be swells at
That's-
checkout at BetterHelp. That's gonna be 10% off.
Use checkout code at your therapist's office. You're gonna need it after this.
Swells with this.
Yeah.
But I also think it's important, like you know, that's really good. But I think that like I know y'all are feeling like the mysterious part of like the stuff, but it's also kind of nice that y'all are able to
Well, it's
like
different,
just
right?
speak to whatever you know. it
Dude,
is.
it's so not me. Like I don't have that ability to like be like that. Like cool, sexy.
yeah. I don't really see you as that like.
I'm just a
mysterious. You're
goofy.
pretty
Yeah.
straightforward.
I'm just a goofy like guy, you know,
Yeah.
that can get mad
That's okay. Everyone gets mad.
and that can
and
have
can get
fun.
sad.
I can be sexy on
And can be
stage when I
happy.
want to, but I don't want to do that all the
yeah,
time.
well, sexy doesn't have anything to do with really like you know what you reveal, right? I mean, it's kind of just like
Just
how
some
you
shoulder.
act. Yeah, just like a little shoulder, a little leg.
No.
Dude, I'll grab my chest on stage or whatever. I got so much ass, you know.
That's
like,
true.
That's
Right.
all you
You're one of my
need.
caked up friends, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm caked up.
You and
Between me and
Caleb,
Caleb,
caked up
bro,
friends.
dude.
Yeah, y'all take the
God,
cake.
Oh my
so
God.
much butt cheek out here, and that's all you really need to be sexy. So I feel
Right.
like
It's true. I'm
between
growing mine.
my ass and Wyatt's face, there's enough sexiness. And listen, everyone in Swells is attractive. Let's just
No,
be
for
honest.
real, for real.
I like that's all you really need. So we can be goofy into a microphone.
We have that going for us at least. Mm-hmm. At least.
At least.
The music's terrible, but
At least we look good.
yeah, exactly.
I mean, there might be a couple not bands or like I guess a couple acts that I've seen the music ain't that great, but they're like
They're
good,
ugly.
you know? Yeah, they're ugly,
ugly.
but the music is good. That's it. I mean to say it the other way around though. I'm saying they're really
Well,
beautiful.
that
folks.
sucks. That sucks if your music's good but you're ugly.
Yeah, no,
No, 'cause that's how you can
I'm
still
saying
pull.
that people really love your stuff. If like if you got a fan and you're like not the most attractive person, then I would imagine.
Why do you
that
think a
mean-
motherfucker ever picked up a guitar in the first place? He's like, well,
True.
I don't look too good, but I
Well,
can
why
I
don't-
can
yeah.
write you a love song.
I may
And
not
you're
be
gonna-
handsome, but I can write music.
Why'd you go to Forrest Gump?
Because I honestly
Yeah.
really want to watch Forrest Gump.
Okay, that's a good.
You guys want to
film.
watch
Yeah.
Forrest Gump?
Yeah, we
after
can
this?
watch it after this.
Nah, that movie's too. I've seen that
You
movie
wanna
too many
cry?
times. Yeah, I don't want to cry.
Do you guys want to watch a movie after this?
I could be down.
What's the movie that just came out?
I've been watching a lot of Euphoria lately.
Yeah, I'm caught
I should
up.
probably pop in, and I gotta finish Cowboy Bebop.
Oh yeah, you do gotta
What?
finish that.
I've been spreading it out because it's so good, and it's only one season. I don't want it to end.
You just gotta let it end.
You
What
just
movie?
gotta let
What
it
movie
end.
should we watch?
Huh.
There's a great movie with
I
Anthony.
kind of want to watch the Kanye West documentary since
Nah,
we
I
were
don't
just
wanna watch
talking
that.
about him.
I don't want to
I
watch.
kind of want to watch that. I'm a documentary person though. Like I can
I like
I can
documentaries.
sit down and watch documentaries about like I love just watching people be passionate about things
Of course.
all the damn time.
There's a movie called The Edge with Anthony Hopkins.
Is it him edging?
It's it's 2 hours and 20 minutes of Tony Hopkins just going.
Tony Hopkins, you know him like that,
My dad met him on set once,
so you can call him Tony.
so that's my uncle Tony.
Yeah.
He's being hunted by a bear in
wow.
the Alaskan wilderness. It's really
That sounds
it's got
exciting.
Alec Baldwin.
But you've already seen it. We should watch a movie that none of us have seen.
I'm down. I'm
I would
down.
like to watch a movie we haven't seen.
Well, then
Yeah.
we'll do
just
some
comment
searching.
movies in the on the link below.
Yeah.
Yeah, comment. Let us know what
like,
you want to.
subscribe.
What do you think, chat?
Yeah.
What should we
Yeah,
watch?
yeah.
We'll go
Let's
back
watch
in time.
Master Chef and
Master Chief
Master Chief
Collection. Didn't there's a show on Paramount Plus?
Dude, that show looks good. I've only seen the
Really?
trailer, but it looks good, dude.
No, dude, Wyatt's into the Halo
I'm
lore.
into Halo.
He loves
I
the
love
lore.
Halo too.
He has a book on the bookshelf behind you of
Don't
some-
point that out.
I was really
no, he
into-
doesn't.
I was,
No, he
really,
didn't.
I was really into RuneScape when I was a kid. You know, like
No,
we all had
no,
our
this
stuff.
is different. This is
Okay, well, I'm
different.
sorry. You watched Red versus Blue. I get it. It's cool.
No, I never watched.
You
Red
had the
versus
chicken.
Blue.
Was
He
it
did.
Chicken,
Rooster Teeth.
Rooster Teeth. Yeah.
Okay, Rooster Teeth is funny. They had a funny podcast.
Yeah, they had. Oh, did they really?
Yeah,
I
they had a
never- I
really
never
funny
knew.
podcast.
Are they done now?
No, I'm sure it
No,
still
I'm
goes
sure
on.
it still exists in
They
some
were
way.
pretty
Like
big.
Machinima is like also another one.
Yes, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Machinima, dude. That's crazy.
That was
Yeah.
stuff I used to watch with like my cousins when I was a kid.
I said it last podcast. I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna keep doing it until we do it. We have to find a video game that we can all play online together. Edwin has my PlayStation 4. You have the Xbox. Jason has the
coming
console.
into cross-platform era, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know too many cross-platform games. I think I guess Call of Duty, but I suck at first.
I don't want to
person
play Call of
shooters, man.
Duty. Yeah,
I'm so
burnt
bad at
on
first
that.
person.
Yeah,
shooters.
the last one that was good was Modern Warfare, but it's like I'm kind of burnt on
I'm
that
burnt
too.
on Call of Duty. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's mostly like war games. I used to play this game with my friends when I was on Xbox a lot. Rainbow Six Vegas or Siege.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
that
Siege.
game's so sweaty.
Siege. It's crazy.
People
man.
are so sweaty on that game.
Sweaty.
What do you mean by that?
Sweats are like people that like play the game so much and so well where it's not fun to play.
Oh, you mean like
It's like,
online?
why-
that's why I played with my friends because I sucked.
Yeah.
and then they would be
And
really
they carried.
good. And I
But
would
if
just,
we're all new to a game and we're playing a sweaty game, then we're gonna have a real tough time.
no, that's the fun part. We all suck.
Yeah, and we'll stream it.
And we just
and we'll
like-
turn it into content, and then we
Yeah.
won't have fun.
Yes, sure, you're right.
All right,
Yeah.
guys.
But I'm not good at any games really, except for like, well, I guess Red Dead. We're good at Red Dead.
I like Red Dead. I'd play that on.
We
played
can play that
Skyrim,
online.
But I don't know.
forever.
I don't know if is that cross-platform.
Yeah,
It is?
I don't know.
I don't know actually.
It's pretty old.
Jamie?
The best way to go would be Steam.
That's for
Steam.
computers.
But that's for
though.
PC.
Well, we
Yeah.
all have computers.
No,
you
but
can't
there's
play
no
on that
good
thing.
games on Mac. You're gonna fucking blow, and we're gonna lose all we're gonna lose all the fucking.
And all the recordings are gonna go
Yeah.
blow up.
We're gonna lose all the
and I back up
sessions.
my hard drive. No, I don't. I should.
You don't have any room. Yeah, you don't have any room for fucking games on your
Well,
hard
actually, now I did back up. I do have a backup drive, but yeah.
because you got rid of your work with Chris Brown.
Yeah, it was with Chris Brown. Don't, you know.
Just
Oh,
we
she
don't-
cut.
we
You can
don't
cut
want
that.
to-
We'll cut that. We'll
Just
cut
delete
that.
that shit.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
delete it. We'll delete
Yeah,
it.
get rid of that one.
This has been fun.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah,
another
this is
great
good.
episode for the books.
Thank you, Edwin, for joining us.
Yeah, bro.
Warm
It's been nice
warm.
to have you. Sorry,
Thanks, Warm.
Warm Bedrooms.
Warm.
I love you
Bed-
guys.
Let's
Bedrooms.
plug you. Let's plug. Like, you got what's your Instagram
Yeah.
at Warm Bedrooms.
Yeah.
You got anything else? TikTok.
What's your
I
OnlyFans?
guess I have a TikTok too. I have all of them.
Are they
But
all just
only
warm
if I-
bedrooms?
Yeah, all of them are just warm bedrooms. None of them
Follow this
really-
fool.
WARM.
Yeah, there'll be some cool stuff coming.
BEDROOMS.
I'm excited for what happens with y'all too. I'm really
Exactly.
excited.
Well, thanks for tuning in, everybody.
All right, y'all.
I'm Maddie,
I'm Wyatt.
I'm warm.
and I'm Bedrooms. God bless America.
Adios.
Bye.